Aloha and welcome to Board Stories, documenting interesting tales from the wave riding community and beyond.
This time on the show, we recount the Hui Shootout event at Pipeline, bringing together wave riders of all types to compete at the coveted venue. Maui-based up-and-coming shaper Chaz Kinoshita talks boards and waves. The kids take over Makaha Beach at the Rell Sunn Menehune Classic, and South African bodyboarder Andre Botha pushes himself over the ledge.
And as always, our tube and spill of the week. So get ready for Board Stories.
Board Stories TV is proudly presented by Cholos and OC16, exclusively on Oceanic Time Warner Cable. First up, our Tube of the Week features a pretty familiar face, who is undoubtedly one of the best tube riders in the world. You might know him. On this Tube of the Week, Tube Jedi John Florence uses the Force to navigate a backdoor drainer. And if the barrel ain't enough, John hucks right into a tweaked rotation air. Let's see that one more time.
Leave it to John to make that crazy combo. For more great rides, visit freesurfmagazine.com.
And stick around, there's a lot more coming up.
Burrito, taco salad, black bean nachos, yum, fish tacos, mojito, margarita.
Home-style Mexican food and the best grinds in the islands. Cholos at the North Shore Marketplace. Live the dream!
Welcome back to Board Stories. The Hui brand founder Eddie Rothman is dedicated to giving pipe specialists their due, and with his shootout event, has given the charters a crack at perfect pipe. New to the roster this year, the shootout featured specialty heats showcasing a variety of wave riding disciplines, and Rothman put forth to make the event in honor of the great Duke Kahanamoku.
Our contest is way different because we have body surfing, bodyboarding, longboarding, stand-up paddle surfing, and regular surfing. We had everything. And it's a memory of Duke Kahanamoku contest that started 50 years ago. This is the 50th anniversary of the Duke Kahanamoku contest starting. We want to make it the biggest contest in the world, next to the Eddie. We want it right up there with the Eddie. We're bringing it back.
It's always been one of my favorite events to watch my whole life growing up, just because it'd have all my favorite surfers in it, because it's not like just the world tour, it's just all the guys like from around here that are really good at pipe or just love to surf pipe.
You know, it's an amazing event to be a part of, and kind of eliminates the luck of it, and the best surfer takes it out, so yeah, it's a good event to be a part of for sure.
This format is sick because you get to surf a lot, and it's a perfect pipeline.
With multiple rounds in the non-elimination format, each surfer, entered with a sponsored team, gets ample time to find the best scoring rides to add up their total. The final placing showed the talent and commitment of Hawaii's current top crop of pipe surfers. With a close finish, Mason Ho edged out the field and showed his dedication to years of surfing the pipe reef.
Just feel honored to win, I guess. That's probably some of my best waves I've ever had at Pipeline out there in this contest. I had one wave that wasn't one of my top three. It was actually like a high 8 or something, but it was probably one of the best waves of my life.
With a handful of epic rides on both the lefts and rights, Mason has cemented himself as one of the best to surf Pipeline. When we come back, Maui shaper Chaz Kinoshita talks boards and surfing. Keep it locked to Board Stories.
Welcome back to Board Stories. Now it's time for our Design Forum segment where we talk to shapers about their craft.
This time we check out up-and-comer Chaz Kinoshita, who learned his trade from his dad Matt, shaping under the label Kazuma surfboards on the island of Maui.
I'm Chaz Kinoshita. I'm 18 from Haiku, Maui, Hawaii, and I love to surf and shape surfboards, be in the ocean. My entire life, I grew up in this exact room, grabbing my dad's finished boards and pretty much ruining them and getting in trouble for it because I would come in here without his permission and mess with his boards, and that's all I wanted to do is just shape. Shaping influences my surfing because when I'm catching waves and having a hard time on the board that I'm riding, I'm able to go into my shop and express what's in my mind onto my surfboard. For me, I like to surf a lot of different styles. I like to do anything the wave offers, so I want a board that's able to be under any amount of pressure you want it to be under and hold up under that wave. I like to do carves, I like to do airs, I like to get barreled, so you want to have a strong barrel board that'll also hold up in smaller waves where you'll be able to carve it really easy and pretty much just control the board. My regular model I usually shape is the Milkman. I always ride Milkmans and shape myself Milkmans because they're pretty much just an all-out, all kind of wave surfboard. You can ride any wave. For me, Maui, there's so many different types of waves you can surf, and you gotta have a board that'll handle through all of it. only a shaper really understands the feeling, but when you're surfing the boards that you shape, you can feel everything in the board. You feel the fins, you feel the way it flexes, you feel the way it turns, you feel how fast it is, the way it paddles. Pretty much everything you think about in surfing a wave. When I'm shaping a surfboard, I like to be creative and innovative, and I like to get people stoked and open people's eyes about, you know, hey, you see a surfboard like this, and someone who doesn't surf, they'll look and be like, wow, what is that? This is called the Tonto. This is my design that I created. A long time ago I came in here and I grabbed a saw and just cut the board in the top and the bottom, and you know, 5-6 years later I came back in and my dad's like, hey, you know, you should finish this board, and I finished it, and it was actually kind of fun, and a couple of my friends liked it, so I decided to shape a couple more, and they're actually really doing good. Every surfboard that I shape, my dad critiques it, and that's good for me because I get the highest standards out of my surfboards and what I'm shaping. And on top of that, I'm learning all my mistakes. Every mistake I make, he teaches me what to do to change and how to make it better.
Yeah, I definitely don't pull any punches when I'm critiquing his stuff, so it's gotta be perfect. If it has his name on it, I expect it to be perfect.
Every board you make is a step forward, and I can create my own design, go out there, surf it, get my own feedback on it, change anything I need to change, anything I think that I want to change. I feel like any good surfer should really know what's under their feet and what they're riding, understand the surfboard. I want to teach people what they're really riding. Nothing beats watching someone just rip on your board. That's what gets me to shape. That's what's influencing me to shape every day. So.
Up next, the Groms take over the beach and lineup at Makaha for the annual Rell Sunn Menehune Classic. Stay tuned.
Experience Hawaii's past in the present. Oahu's Waimea Valley calls you to reconnect. Waimea Valley is a culturally significant place with a world-class botanical garden. Kama'aina and military get half-off admission on the third Sunday of each month for La'ohana, Family Day. And now the Proud Peacock is open Thursday through Saturday for happy hour and dinner with live music. It's 5-star dining at 3-star prices. Join us at Oahu's Waimea Valley.
Located on the north shore of Oahu, in the sleepy town of Wailua, is the North Shore Soap Factory, a one-of-a-kind local business that produces quality goods the way they're meant to be made, locally. Come and see an actual working soap factory and watch how our soap is made step by step, right before your eyes. We take pride in our products and help support the community we are so privileged to be a part of. So come on down or order online. We are open 7 days a week.
Welcome back to Board Stories. Easter weekend was particularly special at Makaha Beach, thanks to the organizers and sponsors of the 39th annual Rell Sunn Menehune Classic. The event runs in honor of West Side icon and legendary waterwoman Rell Sunn, who always supported the youth of our sport, encouraging them to stay active and surf with a smile.
From the very beginning, we've been here involved with her surf meet, and it's been really wonderful to see it develop and continue on with her spirit. And that's the beauty of what you see here, is that it's not this competitive craziness that can happen in any kind of competitive sport. It's more of a laid back enjoyment. Family enjoys. Fun is like the #1 principle.
This is one of my favorite contests for the kids. I used to do it when I was one of their ages. Now I'm here with my kids, enjoying the beach and enjoying the beautiful surf.
Oh gosh, Auntie Rell was all about the kids. I grew up right down the road from her. She was always a real good person to be in the water with. She caught a lot of waves, and she would always tell the kids, try to do a lot of tricks and stuff, rip the waves apart. She would always tell them, like, no matter what you do to the wave is still gonna get to the sand. So why not ride her and be as graceful as you can, and you both look good all the way to the sand. So that was one of my favorite stories with Auntie Rell. And now it feels like it's come full circle. I get to surf in a contest and take my son out there and just watch the kids just seeing the cycle of things. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is my son, Koanui. We just came out of this last heat. Yeah, we had fun out there on the boogie board.
My name is Koanui and I'm 4 and I did 260s up there and for a little bit and then stand up and then I a little bit got in a bow, I think. So we did a rolo and after that we just surfed regularly.
We're at the beach and we were swimming a lot and I surfed and got a big medal. I got a big wave that I didn't catch, but I catch all of that.
We're finishing off with a profile on South African bodyboarder Andre Botha. Keep it right here on Board Stories.
This is how you get there. Find the ocean at surf and see. This is how you find the best gear. Everything for the ocean is here. Don't just sit around the beach. Adventure is in your reach. This is how you get there. Find the ocean at surf and see.
Welcome back to Board Stories. Bodyboarders are an interesting breed. Some might say they're even a little fanatical.
With the extreme waves they charge and the situations they put themselves in, they've got to be a little bit crazy.
South African bodyboarder Andre Botha is no exception to this label, and we had a chance to sit down and find out more.
This Board Stories bodyboard segment is brought to you by Science Bodyboards. 33-year-old Andre Stephen Botha is a seasoned vet in the bodyboard world. Hailing from Durban, South Africa, Botha has seen multiple stages in his lengthy career, including 2 world titles and travels all over the world.
I was born in Cape Town, South Africa, raised in Durban. I tried stand-up surfing first, but it was kind of taking me too long. I got impatient with how long it was taking me to learn how to actually get on the wave and ride it properly. So I guess I just tried bodyboarding and I could sort of instantly just sort of throw myself into whatever wave I wanted. Sort of done the whole contest thing in South Africa and it got to the point where it was like I'd take the next step and travel overseas. So I came to Hawaii when I was 15. I competed in the pipe contest that year. And I mean, I didn't make it all the way, but I managed to get a 10-point ride and I won the most inspirational award. And from then on, everything sort of like started coming my way. So already at 15, I could travel, you know, so I started doing the world tour. And yeah, I was just super committed and I won my first world title when I was 17.
Through his titles and travels, Hawaii has always seemed to hold a special place for Botha and has kept him coming back.
I've been coming here for 18 years now, you know what I mean? So, I mean, Hawaii, it's always been generous to me. I won my first world title. I won at pipe. I had to win the contest and I ended up winning that. I've met amazing people here ever since I've been coming here, and I ended up meeting my wife here. So well, I keep coming back, man. It's like I spend my winters here, and the island life, it's paradise.
And for most local surfers and visitors alike, pipe has always been the main attraction.
I grew up looking at that wave, and then just to be around it is, I feel, a blessing. So that's why I keep coming back. This is a beautiful place, but Pipeline's where it all happens, basically, and Backdoor. Because, I mean, at this point, I've been coming here for a long time, and I'm grateful to surf pipe.
This past season, Botha has put in some great performances, including a victory and perfect 10-point ride at the Hui Shootout bodyboard expression session, as well as putting himself in the spot on some of the biggest swells to hit the famed reef.
There's only little moments you can get out there at pipe where the crowd isn't out of control, and it's those sort of windows at pipe that add up and make my season. Everything's moving so fast, and you just in that rhythm, you know, you can get in the right position and you can get the waves you want out there.
Always looking to push himself, Botha has ventured down the beach to challenge some notorious shorebreak, putting himself in precarious positions.
With bodyboarding, for me, it's always been like sort of riding the waves that is more difficult for a stand-up surfer to get into. I think bodyboarding is more made for those kind of waves. And, you know, kaiki it flows out, so it's a thick hollow wave, and you get a wide barrel in there when you get the right one. So from that element, it's like pretty exciting. And most of the drops are pretty critical, and you know you're going to get beat because you're sort of getting beat all the time out there. It's a bit rough on the bodies, but I don't know, I get a good feeling from doing that. When it's bigger, you can sort of push yourself and go, because you know you're not going to make it, so you're just sort of like playing with yourself to see if you're going to go on the wave.
Making ends meet as a bodyboarder isn't always easy. For Andre, it's the simple life and pure pleasure of chasing waves that keeps him going.
It's pretty difficult with bodyboarding to like sustain yourself financially month to month. I know for me personally, I've sort of figured out a way where I can make it happen. I can go to locations during the year and I can keep traveling and riding waves. It's a simple lifestyle, and I'm grateful to be able to travel and ride waves. I mean, I've learned, I know now, you're fortunate if you can do that. I ride waves and my wife films, and we share all our stuff online. So at least we're showing, you know, all the bodyboarders out there what we're doing, and if they get stoked on that, and if that makes them go out in the ocean and enjoy the lifestyle, then I'm doing what I can, you know. And if you want to see some of my clips of wave riding and lifestyle and a little bit of everything, you can check out Instagram, Andre_Botha_662. Thank you very much. Much mahalo. All the best.
Well, I think that just about does it for this show.
Not quite yet, Chris. Before we close out, we're bringing you our spill of the week.
How could I forget? For more great clips and content, go to freesurfmagazine.com. Don't forget that.
And that's going to be it for us, Menehune Garcia, alongside Chris Latronic. We'll see you next time. Aloha.
In this spill of the week, we take it back to the shootout event, where not every wave was ridden perfectly. Ian Walsh finds himself in a spot you really don't want to be in, poking his nose and going head over heels. But he wasn't the only one to take gas.